We will start with a new match, final match, buzzer check. You guys are quick, so is the scorer's table. Well done. Round one is the lightning round, competition round. Teams will buzz in for recognition. 10 questions on a surprise topic. As I said, I came up with this topic like June 15th of last year, so we'll see if I've tortured you enough. Surprise topic to be named momentarily. 1 point added for a correct response. 1 point subtracted for an incorrect response. Orchestra, would you like to introduce your team?
To my right is Sam Legeri, to my far left is Esther Odu, to my immediate left is Evan Niels. I'm Ella Carr, and I'd like to thank my entire team. It's been a joy and honor to play with you all.
Well done. Urbana.
To my left is Suhan, to my right is Rohit, and to his right is Alex. I'm Jackson, and we would like to thank the Corner Street Trowel for the inspiration it's given us over the last 2 years.
Okay. All right. And Thomas Johnson.
I'm Jennifer Trussell.
I'm Ellen Anderson. Matt Parada.
I'm Jonathan Spence. I'd like to thank our principal, Ms. Kibler, and all of our teachers for coming out tonight.
Absolutely. Making the trip. Making the trip. Okay, the final lightning round match of the season had to be something tricky, right? So I picked anagrams. The first clue will give you one word, and if you rearrange the letters using them all, you'll get the second word from a second clue. You need to, your answer needs to name both words. So you're always giving two answers for all of these questions. For example, I might say a section of a play and a pet, and the answer would be act and cat. I know you knew that. That was easy. Easy. But he's warmed up yet. You can jumble the order of the answers, like you can give it any order you want, that's fine. But you have to get both of them. Ready to go. Question number one. Unit of measure and bone structure under your
TJ?
Inch and chin.
inch and chin is correct. Question number two. Maryland is one example. The sense of your mouth.
Walkersville? State and taste?
Correct. State and taste. Question three. To go backwards to hold your place at the restaurant.
Walkersville?
Reverse in Missouri.
Correct. Question four. To attend through hearing. To make no noise at all.
Walkersville? Listen silent?
Correct. Question five. Someone who looks up to another affectionately and to have joined into a union of a couple.
Walkersville?
Admired, married.
Correct. The first can lead to the second. Number six. The king and currently in biological existence.
Urbana?
Answer, please. I'm looking for Elvis Lives, and I kind of wanted to hear them say that too. Question number seven. A yellowish summer fruit, stingy with money.
TJ?
Answer, please.
Lemon and mullen.
Yeah, not easy, right? Peach and cheap there. Question number eight. Juice from an apple and brought tears from one's eyes.
TJ?
Cider and grime.
Nice. Well done. A lot of thinking going on up here. Question number nine. The joint of your arm, the opposite of above.
Walkersville?
Elbow and below.
Yes. And question number 10. To rescue a container for flowers.
Urbana?
Save and base.
Yes, and that ends the round. All right, we are ready for the team round. Individual schools will be posed 6 questions from a wide variety of topics. 1 point added for a correct response, no points deleted for an incorrect response. Walkersville, would you like to introduce your team?
To my far left is Akasha Para. I'm Sammy Nelson, and we'd like to give a final thank you to Jimmy Yang.
Urbana, you're going to pick for Walkersville. Do you want them to do X, Y, or Z questions?
See,
Z. These questions are just for the Lions. Question number 1 is a vocab choice. If you postulate something, are you creating a question, creating an answer, or creating something in the kitchen?
Question.
Answer. Question number 2, guess the year. Michael Jackson releases his breakthrough album Off the Wall. ESPN launches as an all-sports channel. USSR invades Afghanistan, and Margaret Thatcher becomes the Prime Minister of the UK.
1979.
Correct. Question 3, who wrote the opera The Barber of Seville in 1816? Was it Rossini or Strauss? Answer, please.
Rossini.
Rossini is right. Question 4. The English language is full of idiomatic phrases that scarcely make sense, but lots of people use. Finish this expression that is used to criticize an investigation that is only intended to find incriminating evidence that the investigators do not have. The expression is that they are just going on a blank expedition. What activity fits the blank?
Lost.
Fishing expedition. Question number 5. What is the elemental abbreviation for iridium? Answer, please.
Why?
IR. Get you. Sorry. Question number 6. This Western Canadian province is an extension of both the Great Plains and the Rocky Mountains, coming up from the United States. Name this province that includes the towns of Vulcan, Calgary, and its capital, Edmonton.
Alberta.
That's correct, and that ends the round for the Lions. Urbana, would you like to introduce your team?
my name is Elizabeth, and we would like to thank the sports team.
Excellent. Always a good move. And Thomas Johnson, you're picking for Urbana. Do you want them to answer the Y or X questions?
Why?
Why, they're so much harder. Smart. Good choice. All right, question number 1 is a vocab choice. If something has nuance, are we saying it has a subtle difference in meaning, a connection to a sport, or is part of a marriage ceremony?
Subtle difference.
Subtle difference is right. Question number 2, guess the year. The Israeli parliament, the Knesset, meets for the first time. The Soviets test their first nuclear bomb. The Republic of China moves its capital to Taipei, Taiwan.
$1949.
Correct. Question 3, who wrote the opera La Traviata in 1853? Was it Haydn or Verdi? It was Verdi. Question number 4. The English language is full of idiomatic phrases that scarcely make sense, but lots of people use. Finish this expression that means to take something unattractive and unsuccessfully try to make it attractive. The expression is to put blank on a pig. What fits the blank?
Lipstick.
Lipstick, yes. Question 5. What is the elemental abbreviation for hafnium?
HF.
HF is correct. And question number 6. This Western Canadian province connects Montana, Idaho, and Washington State to Alaska. Name this province that includes the towns of Nelson, Vancouver, and its capital of Victoria.
British Columbia.
And that ends the round for the Hawks. Okay, Patriots, these questions are just for you. Question number 1 is a vocab choice. If something is described as galvanizing, is it boring, exciting, or related to your family tree? It's exciting. Question number 2, guess the year. Emily Davison, a suffragette, is killed when she runs onto the racecourse of the British Derby and is struck by a horse. The 50th anniversary of Pickett's charge is reenacted by survivors, and former Union and Confederate soldiers shake hands at the high water mark in Gettysburg. The 17th Amendment is ratified, providing for the direct election of senators. 13 is correct. Well done. Question number 3. Who wrote Madama Butterfly in 1904? Was it Puccini or Tchaikovsky? It was Puccini. No. Question number 4. The English language is full of idiomatic phrases that scarcely make sense, but lots of people use. Finish this expression, often used by people from Oklahoma or Texas, who want to complain about someone else's boastfulness. The person who is boasting is dismissed as all hat and no blank. What creatures fit the blank? No horse. You're on the right track, yeah. All hat and no cattle, yeah. Question number 5. What is the elemental abbreviation for tantalum? TA. Question number 6. The official flower of this Western Canadian province is the red lily. Walleye is the official fish, and curling, no surprise, is the official sport. What Canadian province includes the towns of Moose Jaw, Prince Albert, and its capital of Regina? Utter? Saskatchewan is correct, and that ends the round. So for those playing along at home, so what's going on right now is called the Coaches Challenge, and the coaches are allowed to challenge anything that happens within the round as long as they do it before the start of the next round. So that's what they're doing. They have a discussion about the posture of the question. The cool thing is, I already gave my opinion, so I don't have to decide anything. This is up to the commissar. So she's going to talk to some people and have a little discussion. Kelly will pitch in. Meanwhile, we get to hang out. Just the 3 of us. You guys. This is great. Yeah! One of the suggestions that we do, because we spend a lot of time here just hanging out, is, and this is something for the coaches to think about, we're going to announce tonight the all-star team. We have a first team, second team, and honorable mention team. And you know what would be really cool is if the coaches came up with questions, and we could have kind of an all-star game at some point. That would be kind of cool. I think some of the people up here would like to play. Coaches are, well, I don't know, coaches are pretty good. See, there's lots of opportunities. The question I always ask is, who's going to rank the questions? Ooh, I don't know. So more news. The challenge has been upheld because this is the final round. We gotta get really picky here. So I'm gonna have to come up with a replacement question for Walkersville. It's for Walkersville, is that right? They need to come back, yeah? Yes, with the Walkersville team, come on back. Walkersville round 2 team. You guys can just stay right there. No problem. All right. So what you just saw was me writing a vocabulary question. So we have the vocabulary question. You guys ready? Okay.
Yes.
It's just a vocabulary question, okay? So here's a question. If I abrogate a law, am I following it, getting rid of it, or breaking it?
Following it.
Getting rid of it. Thank you for playing. And then we'll switch up. Yeah, give a round of applause. You give him a try. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we are ready for the math round. Math round is a competition round with team recognition. 10 questions, 5 of which are math questions, interspersed with 5 non-math questions. Players will have 30 seconds to respond to the math questions. Remember that once the scores table recognizes you for the math questions, you have to answer right away, no discussion. Scoring 1 point added for a correct response, 1 point subtracted for an incorrect response. Walker, would you like to introduce your team?
To my far left is Sid Parandopoli. To my immediate left is Henry Van Orden. To my right is Luca Telsic. I'm Bennett Telsic, and we'd like to thank Mrs. Gilbert for 32 years of teaching and inspiring students, including our entire math team.
Yeah. Here, here. Fantastic math teacher. Urban.
To my right is Victor, to my left is Jacob, and we'd like to thank you, Mr. Bentham.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Happy
My pleasure. And TJ.
This is me. Hi, I'm Aaron Henry.
All right.
And we'd like to thank all of our new players who joined the team this year. We're so excited for our future.
Absolutely. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay, this, again, you guys are down to the last questions. And you know Miss Meisner cooked up some good ones. So I'm just going to wish you good luck right now because you know I don't really know what I'm saying. Question number 1. In physics, this letter typically represents momentum.
Urbana.
P is correct, yes. Probably because impetus was the original word for the vector constant. Question number 2 is a math question. Express your answer as a common fraction. Jen's piggy bank currently contains 500 pennies and 100 nickels. If Jen exchanges all the pennies for an equal value of dimes, what fraction of the coins in the piggy bank will be nickels?
Urbana.
2/3. 2/3 is right. Question number 3. What happened first? The wheel was invented, the pyramids are built, or the Egyptians start writing in hieroglyphics?
Urbana.
Pyramids?
Now the wheel, which I was very shocked to find out, is the wheel was invented in Mesopotamia, and other coaches are all looking it up. Mesopotamia 4000 BCE, well before the pyramids. Question number 4 is a math question. Of the following 3 numbers, which is greater? 1, 0, 0, 0, base 2. The arithmetic mean of 5, 1, 6, 15, 8, 7, 3, 11. Or log base 5 of 78,125.
Walkersville.
The first one?
The first one is correct. But I mean, they all knew that. They were just waiting for you. All right, question number 5. This kind of flatbread is common in South Asia.
Urbana. None.
Naan. Well done. And I'm really proud of myself because I actually didn't spend any more time researching naan. I just wrote that quiz and I go, they're going to buzz it. And they did. Question number 6 is a math question. For every 6 gold doubloons in Pirate Pete's treasure chest, Buccaneer Bob has 7 gold doubloons. Buccaneer Bob has 42 more gold doubloons than Pirate Pete. How many gold doubloons do they have all together?
Urbana.
546.
Correct. Question number 7. In an NBA court, how far is it from the backboard to the foul line? 10 feet, 12 feet, or 15 feet?
TJ.
12. 15.
Okay.
Question number 8 is a math question. The following math question is a visual math question. Ms. Meisner will show you a figure on the screen. Your answer will be the number of triangles of any size shown in the figure. When you ring in, you must give your answer immediately upon recognition.
TJ. 6.
13. I know. Ms. Meisner is available for questions after the match. Number 9. This 17th century poet still thrills us today with her combination of steadfast devotion to Puritanism, hiding a question.
Urbana.
Bradstreet.
Well done, Bradstreet, yes. And this is the last math question of the season. And I want you to know that I don't write any of these. These are all Miss Meisner. Can we give her a round of applause? Anybody who can make me look good at math is kind of a magician. Question number 10 is a math question. Jules decides to sell muffins. Jules purchases $24.64 worth of ingredients and makes 3 batches of 24 muffins. What is the minimum price Jules can charge per muffin to make a total profit of at least $200?
TJ.
1,975.
That would be a really expensive muffin. $3.12. And that ends the round. It is time for the last specialty round of the season. As I said before, coaches are looking for ideas for next year. We have a meeting in March. Coaches get together and have votes and everything. It's very fun discussion with them. But if you have some good ideas, please bend the ear of a coach. I'm sure they would love to hear your ideas. Round 4 is a specialty round, competition round with a buzzer system for team recognition. Teams answer 10 questions from a special category announced in advance tonight, American Revolution. Scoring 1 point added for a correct response, 1 point subtracted for an incorrect response. Walkers or any new players?
No new introductions, but we'd like to thank our competitors, TJ and Urbana High School.
Yeah, well done. Urbana.
No new introductions, but we'd like to thank Ms. Yoho for being an amazing president of the Board of Education.
Absolutely. We appreciate her support. TJ.
I'm Rita Durham.
We'd like to thank the Turtle for having an awesome
There you go. All right. 10 questions on the American Revolution. Here we go. Question number 1. He wrote, "One man with courage is a majority." And honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. And I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Name the sage of Monticello.
Walkersville.
Jefferson.
Jefferson, yes. That third quote is carved in the ceiling of the Jefferson Memorial. Question number 2. After the Boston Tea Party, Parliament passed the Boston Port Bill, the Quartering Act, the Administration of Justice Act.
Walkersville.
Names, please. Yes, intolerable acts or coercive acts. Question number 3. She was tall for her age, about 5'7" or so, and thus would have been taller than the average American male at the time.
Urbana.
Names, please.
Bailey.
No, I was looking for Deborah Sampson. I don't know if you would kind of go in there. Really interesting story, which I'm going to tell you. At 22, she disguised herself as a man named Robert, and she joined the 4th Massachusetts Regiment of the Continental Army. She was shot in one of the battles. She dug the bullet out of herself with a penknife so that she wouldn't be discovered as a woman. And she is the only woman to receive a full military pension from the American Revolution. She got honorably discharged at the end of the war and everything. So Deborah Sampson, also Deborah Sampson Gannett, when she got married. Question number 4. Both Paul Revere and William Dawes were members of this underground group.
TJ.
Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty, yes. Question number 5. David Bushnell is credited as the.
TJ.
I'm sorry?
The Turtle Submarine.
Yes, it's Turtle Submarine. Submarine is what I was looking for. Question number 6. Who wrote "Learning is not obtained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and diligence." And if we mean to have heroes, statesmen, and philosophers, we should have learned women.
Walkersville.
Adams.
Be more specific.
Abigail Adams.
Abigail Adams is right. I desire you would remember the ladies, she says. Question number 7. George Washington and Benjamin Franklin met this man at a small tavern in what is now downtown Frederick in 1755. The third man they met would not survive to return as they were planning to attack Fort Duquesne near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This general died at the Battle of the Monongahela, named the ill-fated general who has a mountain named for him in Frederick County today. You can see General Braddock's plaque on your way home, if you like. Question number 8. This two-word phrase became quite prevalent during Revolutionary times. Quakers were often exempt from this kind of promise that obliged signers to say that they supported one side or the other in the war. What is the common name for the oath of fidelity and support, or the oath of allegiance? Call that the loyalty oath. Question number 9. His father died fighting the British in the 7 Years' War. He once said his 6 first names were an attempt to persuade the saints he was named after to protect him.
TJ.
Marquis de Lafayette.
Lafayette, yes, well done. Visited Frederick in 1824. And last question. This is a 2-part answer. Everybody knows the debt we owe France for helping free us from the yoke of the British Empire. But these other 2 European powers.
Spain and the Netherlands.
Correct, and that ends the round. Everybody here? Okay. So last round, we got a tight match, probably going to get tighter. Just so you know, I'm going to run through your applause again. Just you may not know this, that the coaches teach these people not to concern themselves with the score, but to focus on the next question. Right? You just got it wrong, doesn't matter. Next question, next question, next question. So like the applause kind of distracts these guys. It doesn't really bother me. It just kind of stretches out a little bit. I know you're intense. I know you're in. I love it. Just hang in there. 20 questions. We'll be all done. It's time for round 5, the grab bag round. Competition round. Teams buzz in for recognition. 20 questions on a wide variety of topics. 1 point added for a correct response. 1 point subtracted for an incorrect response. Walkersville, any final introductions or final thoughts?
Yeah, to my right is Edward Vargas, and I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my sister Emily.
Yeah, all right. Urbana.
No new introduction, but we'd like to thank the audience for being here throughout the entire season. We have one more round.
There you go. Thomas Johnson.
No new introductions, but we'd like to thank our wonderful coaches who have brought us here throughout the season. Ms. Main, Mr. Atwell, and Mr. Cunningham.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to prepare you guys. Okay, 20 questions. Here we go. I was surprised to hear that over $700 million, this is the highest grossing horror film of all time. From 2017, the film catalogs.
Walkersville.
It is correct. Question number 2. This fancy science term is technically the fine dispersion of droplets of one liquid inside another. Really, it is
TJ.
Concentration.
emulsion. Question 3. He signed the Kansas-Nebraska Act and enforced the Fugitive Slave Law. This president was from New Hampshire, but he believed,
Walkersville.
Pierce.
yes, Franklin Pierce, not so fondly remembered, 14th president. Question number 4. This super quotable author was a fan of happy accidents, for he once said, "A foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds."
Walkersville.
Answer, please.
Ross.
Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Question number 5. This work of sculpture was discovered in 1974 and consists of more than 8,000 individual.
Urbana.
Terracotta Army.
Correct, in China. Question number 6. The earliest Mesoamerican culture in what is now Mexico.
Urbana.
Olmecs.
Yeah, you jumped it and got it. Well done. Well done. Correct. Question number 7. Scientists announced this brightest object in the universe, powered by the fastest eating black
Walkersville.
hole. Answer, please.
Quasar.
Quasar is right. Question number 8. Most rugby games have 15 players on a side, but this summer in Paris, the Olympics will run matches with how many players on a pitch?
Urbana.
7 is correct. Question number 9 is a visual clue. Miss Miser is going to show you a still shot from a well-known sitcom. Buzz in when you know the character or the sitcom. And remember, when you buzz in, you can confer briefly, but the picture will disappear.
Walkersville.
MASH.
MASH is right. That was Radar O'Reilly. Question number 10 is an audio clue. I'm sorry, artist or song. Sorry, yeah, artist or song. I should say.
Urbana.
Louis Armstrong.
Yes, Louis Armstrong. Wow, off of 3 bars. You're ready for Name That Tune. That's What a Wonderful World. That was my wedding song. How's that for trivia? Oh. Question 11. This type of music flourished in the late 1970s alongside and within the punk wave.
Urbana.
Answer, please.
Grunge.
Now we're looking for new wave. I was going to mention Tears for Fears and Psychedelic Furs, The Cure. Question number 12. This man announced he has no desire to serve as vice president under Donald Trump, should he win another.
Urbana.
Answer, please.
Pence.
No, Ron DeSantis. Question 13. This novel was serialized initially and when it was released in a single volume.
Walkersville.
Great Expectations.
Vanity Fair. Question 14. This animated character first appeared in Thimble's Circus, a newspaper cartoon in 1929.
Walkersville.
Popeye.
Holy moly, yes, Popeye is correct. I had a lot more details about Popeye. Somebody come up later and talk to me about, say, tell me about Popeye, because I got a lot. Well done. Question number 15. This West African country bordering Togo and Nigeria was...
Urbana.
Benin.
You guys are so impressive. Yes, Benin is right. Benin. Question 16. After the Yankees, what professional baseball team has won the most World Series?
TJ.
St. Louis Cardinals. Question 17. He said, judge a man more by his questions than his answers. His name was Francois-Marie Arouet. But
Urbana.
Voltaire.
Voltaire, yes, he knows Voltaire. Question 18. What war was the first to include battlefield photographers and reporters?
TJ.
Civil War.
And a battlefield is the key. Now we're looking for Crimean. Question 19. What is the capital of Croatia?
TJ.
Zagreb.
Zagreb is right. And question number 20. This theory is studied by many scientists, including mathematicians, who examine how complex systems can become highly sensitive to slight
TJ.
changes.
Chaos theory.
Chaos theory is correct. That ends the match.
Great game, guys. Great game.